Hello, and welcome to Pod of the Week, a place where I get to share my thoughts on pods I think you need to know about. This is episode 2, or the next step in the Good News podcast series. So this podcast is called Pass It On. And the name says it all, Pass It On. This is inspiring stories like Philo Farnsworth, the inventor of the television, and Cliff Young, an Australian farmer who won the 1983 Sydney to Melbourne race wearing gumboots. My goodness. So, if you want to know what it sounds like, have a listen.
When you think of the world's most amazing athletes, you may think immediately of Michael Jordan, Usain Bolt, or even Wayne Gretzky. If you're older, you might think of Muhammad Ali or soccer legend Pelé. Maybe a more current candidate would be another basketball star such as LeBron James, or perhaps soccer legend Lionel Messi. But if among these great athletes I mentioned Australian runner Cliff Young, you would probably say, who? So, just who is Cliff Young? Each year in Australia, an endurance race is held. Athletes run from Sydney to Melbourne. Only the world's most fit competitors compete in this grueling 544-mile race. Some call it the world's longest and toughest ultramarathon. The race typically lasts about 6 days, as these highly trained athletes run nearly 100 miles each day. The typical training regimen for this race is to prepare to run for 18 hours straight, sleep for 6 hours, and then do it all again the next day. At least, this was the way it was until Cliff Young came on the scene in 1983. As these young, fit athletes assembled at the starting line in Sydney, not many paid attention to Cliff. Most in the group of about 150 marathoners didn't even know he was running. He didn't exactly look like stiff competition. But when Cliff pinned his race number to his farmer overalls, people became curious. Reporters started asking Cliff about his training. He proudly told them he grew up on a ranch in Beechwood Forest, just southwest of Melbourne. There, he herded 2,000 head of sheep on 2,000 acres.
So if you're looking for a podcast that is filled with good stories, that will inspire you and see how adversity can turn into perseverance, which can turn into success, then this is that kind of podcast. So remember, podcasts are not for some, they're for everyone.